So we all know how annoying it is when your flight is canceled or delayed, and then it either takes forever to get your money back, or you only get a flight credit for that airline. I'm sure many of you have gone through that the last several months. Today, the Department of Transportation issued a new rule to fix that. If your flight is canceled or delayed 3 hours for a domestic flight or 6 hours for an international flight, you must get a refund within 7 days of a refund request if you paid by credit card. That refund policy also applies if they change your arrival airport, if they add more stops, or if they downgrade the class you're flying in. The rule also has new protections if you can't fly due to a pandemic or medical advice. Under the DOT's proposal, when that happens, you're entitled to a non-expiring travel credit or voucher or a refund if it's an airline that got government assistance during. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's so good. Love it. We're trying to deal with all the pieces of legislation we have. There's a lot going on. We're trying to deal with what we have in front of us. I would have to. Yes, we.
Cool.
I just haven't. I don't see you very often. I see you all the time.
When you could, hang out with.
No, we don't do the old-fashioned days. We'll be here tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. If you take a seat, I promise I will take your question.
Tomorrow is Jobs Day, which is like Super Bowl for some of us. Fridays.
Is it really?
Look, there are a lot of nerds.
Wow. And I don't follow football, but wow.
I'm just saying, and 12 Super Bowls a year is great.
Sounds exhausting.
Friday's employment report is expected to show the job gains last month slowed to 250,000 from 372,000 in June. Does the administration view this as a sign the economy is healthy?
So, as we've been saying for many months now, we are in and the president, including the president, has been saying that we are in a transition to a stable and steady growth. And during that transition, what you'll see is instead of that record high breaking job numbers that we've been seeing every month in the realm of 500,000 to 600,000 jobs on average per month, we're expecting to be closer to 150,000 jobs per month. And so that would actually that will be a sign of a success of this transition.
Okay. Thanks, Frank. When was the last time President Biden spoke with Senator Sinema?
Don't have a call to read out to you at this time.
Can you tell us how he views his role in getting the Inflation Reduction Act over the finish line? I know you've been asked some version of this question probably every day this week. Trying to take another stab at it, though. What does he think he needs to do? Is he going to be picking up the phone? Will he be inviting Senator Sinema here? How does he view his role?
Well, I can tell you how he views this anti-inflation piece of legislation.
He took a decidedly step back and let Senator Schumer and Manchin really be the two engaged in the negotiations to get the Inflation Reduction Act to this point. So I guess the question is, does he feel like he wants to have a more direct engagement in these final round of negotiations with Senator Sinema asking for changes?
So what we've been pretty clear about, I think for about a year, actually probably since the beginning of this, I think though what is important, I know there's always this focus on Democrats and on what's happening with Democratic members in the Senate. I think what's important here is when you look at this bill, and it's Republicans in Congress who are opposing this. They're the only ones who are opposing this. And I think that's what matters. What matters to us is what Democrats are trying to do and how we're trying to change the lives of the middle class.
But since gas prices have started falling, we haven't seen the same level of criticism from this administration. Is profit taking in that industry and a lack of investment in production still a big issue for the Biden administration?
So can you say that one more time?
Sure. We've seen big oil companies make big profits in the recent days. We haven't heard the same level of criticism from this administration since gas prices started falling. And just wondering if that is still an issue for the Biden administration? Are you still looking to curb profit taking and increase production?
So we've been very clear about that piece, making sure that the oil companies, what the profit that they're making actually goes to the American people. We say this all the time. The American people should not be the first one to pay the increased costs and the last ones to see the benefit. And we all continue to call on oil companies to make sure that they pass on that profit to Americans.